Hey guys, it's CB here at NBS Welding. As an ARC Captain affiliate and a YouTuber, it's been a big part of what I do just to absolutely run the guts out of these ARC Captain machines. And with the ARC Captain MIG 200 and the ARC Captain MIG 145, I've been running flux core wire on some magnetized pipe and just pouring the coal to it, running a lot of heat, and beating the heck out of these machines. And the problem that I've seen quite a bit of is that my contact tips don't last very long. I'm taking this gun apart because I've got an idea to use up some other contact tips that's been laying around the shop forever. These great big massive contact tips that I've got right here are from a 300 or 400 amp Miller gun that I haven't used for a long time. They've been around here forever, and just setting that side by side with the ARC Captain contact tip, it shows you just how massive this contact tip is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to adapt an ARC Captain diffuser to accept these great big tips so I can use them. And we'll see what that does as far as running the flux core wire. That's probably gonna make these contact tips being thicker and heavier are gonna last a lot longer. So I've worked out with my cheap tap and die set from Harbor Freight that these take an 8mm 125 thread, and so I got an 8mm 125 tap, and I'm sticking the diffuser in a vise, and I realized that the end of the diffuser where the contact tip would normally go isn't even big enough to drill and tap for this massive contact tip that I want to stick in it. So in order to get an area with enough meat to actually drill and tap it, I'm cutting it off right where the gas ports are. So this diffuser is definitely done for as far as MIG welding with gas. This is going to be flux core only. But these diffusers, they're a replaceable part. I can always, go back to the other diffuser on the gun. I'm not doing anything to it that I can't change easily. So this particular diffuser is getting drilled out and it's getting tapped. And I'm gonna tap the 8mm thread into it, and I'll be just accepting the fact that this diffuser is going to be dedicated to using up the rest of those great big contact tips that I really can't do anything else with anyway. And this diffuser is not brand new anyhow. The threads in the end of it, even where I was screwing in the new contact tips, they were a little boogered up anyways. And you're going to get that running a lot of heat like I've been doing. Running the flux core wire without any break like I've been doing, going from one weld to the next weld to the next weld, really pushing the duty cycle like I've been doing. And when you weld magnetized pipe, you'll get on a certain piece where the polarity of the magnetism is throwing half your weld right back at you, which is really hard on your gun and your hands and your clothes and your mind in general, because it wears you out. But we're working through it, and we'll get it done. So I got that tapped out, and as a side note, I'll show you later, I also modified the MiG 145, and I got a diffuser on it that I modified to take a contact tip that's not as big as this one that I'm doing now, but much bigger than the one that came with it. And I'll show you that after a bit. But this is the procedure for this one. And when you do this great big one like I'm doing now, see, I've cut off the gas ports, so she's a goner as far as running solid wire MIG. Now I didn't have to do that on the other diffuser. So the other diffuser that I'll show you later on the 145, it could be used for MIG welding, and those big contact tips could too. So this fiberglass guard for the flux core I had to make the hole in it bigger, drilled it out, and it's been run quite a bit. So the end of this fiberglass has been heated. That makes it a little brittle. So there's I think some pieces cracked off of there when I drilled it, but I just take the grinder and dress it up. Looks good as new now. It's ready to go. So I think we're ready to put the thing together. That's a reverse thread to put the diffuser on the gun. So we put it in there, left-hand thread. I'll use some welpers and just slightly snug it up. And then we'll get that fiberglass cover and we'll put over that. That way the only material we'd have exposed here is the contact tip itself. And something about these tips that I've got that I'm going to be using is they're 045 tips. And I'm running 035 flux core wire in that MiG 200. So I wanted to do a little welding test to make sure that the bigger contact tip wasn't so much bigger that it caused the wire to wander. And it doesn't. I have had good luck in the past, especially with flux core wire, running a little bit bigger contact tip than my wire diameter. But if you go way too big, it will kind of make the wire wander and it's harder to control. I didn't have that problem here. So I would say going with an 045 tip and 035 wire is not a problem. I started out way too hot on this 1/8 square tubing, but I ended up down at 15.3 volts and then it was welding good. And it didn't wander. The test went well. I did get too much spatter at the point where I was welding too hot. I started out actually on the heat that I was welding on that thick fence. So I was up around 18 or 19 volts and I was way too high for this 1/8 inch tubing. But when I got it down to 15.3, it went really well. And this is just one more look at the difference in mass. This contact tip that I've adapted for this diffuser is just huge. And you would never by any means need one this big. So here's the other one on the MiG 145 that I modified. Now I modified this diffuser to accept some contact tips that I had for an old Lincoln gun that I don't use anymore. And this is actually not a metric thread. This one is a 1/4 28, a 1/4 inch SAE fine thread. And I think I got a bunch of those contact tips for an old Lincoln gun I don't use anymore. And we're going to be using those up on the MiG 145. And the important thing about this is I've kind of got it backwards in the sense that when I modified this diffuser for the MiG 145 with the contact tip that takes the 1/4 inch 28 thread, I did not have to cut the gas ports off. So if you've got a gas cup that's long enough, what I'm saying is this diffuser here that I've modified would function just fine probably as solid wire MIG because I did not have to cut those gas ports off. But I wanted the bigger contact tip on the MiG 200. And the reason why is because the MiG 200 will run more heat than the MiG 145, obviously. Hey, y'all. CB here in the break room at NBS Welding, coming to you with another merch video. Want to look at the merchandise, show you what we got. You can help support the channel by buying items. We got the NBS Welding t-shirts. Got the NBS Welding on the chest on the front. Got the great big NBS Welding here on the back. Got the American flag on the sleeve. $25 plus shipping. Send Tina an email if you'd be interested in buying a t-shirt. $25 plus shipping. Send Tina an email, nbswelding@aol.com. The stickers. Got the small size stickers, $3. Medium sticker, $5. The big bumper stickers, $10. The coins, 0.999 fine silver. If you'd be interested in investing in the silver coin, got NBS Welding name and phone number on the front. Got the bull logo on the back. $50. $50 for the coins. Also with the coins, we've got the plastic case. Keeps the silver nice. Keeps it from getting fingerprinted and all that scratched up. The NBS Welding cups. Got the NBS Welding cups with the bull logo, and it says less yakking, more tacking. Got the QR code on the top. You can scan that. It'll take you to the NBS Welding YouTube channel. $27 for a cup. And I've had somebody said that I should sign the cups. I'm not doing that yet. I don't know if you want me to do that or not. But if you want a cup and you want me to sign it, I'll take a Sharpie and I'll sign it. I'll write whatever you want on there. Let us know. Send us an email. nbswelding@aol.com. Email Tina. And I'm not wearing an NBS shirt. I'm wearing a Kretschmer Excavating shirt. These are my buddies up in northeastern PA. If you need excavation work done in Wayne County, northeastern PA area, get a hold of my guy Cody up there. He can dig it. All right. I want to thank y'all for watching the NBS Welding YouTube channel. I appreciate all the support. Please continue to support, like, subscribe to videos, comment on the videos. If you don't have a comment, just go to the comment section, hit any letter, number, the period, whatever. The algorithm doesn't know the difference. Just, that helps support the channel. It helps get the videos out there. And y'all learn how to work with what you got. That way you always have everything you need.